What is up, beautiful people? My name is Ramon. Welcome, welcome. Hope everything is all right with you. Welcome to our review of the Lenovo Miix 2. And yeah, there is an extra I in the Miix. Not quite sure what that's about. Anyway, this has really been my favorite tech category as of late. These Windows 8 tablets, particularly the really small ones. I think it's such an astounding feat that today's hardware allows you to get a full-featured OS in such a thin and small device. This is just the latest one I've gotten my hands on. There's a bunch of them out there, but this one, mainly because of the price and the availability, has sort of rivaled the Dell Venue Pro 8. Rivaled it in names as well, but in terms of design and whatnot, and popularity, a lot of people seem to be liking this guy. So let's go ahead and get the boring specs out of the way, if you will. So it comes in with this new Intel processor. It's an Atom, part of the latest Bay Trail, clocked at 1.33 gigahertz. It's got 2 gigs of RAM. You've got a 1280 by 800 WX VGA display. Those of you who pay attention to anything resolution will know that is definitely not the offering with some of the competitors in terms of Android and iOS. You can get it in a 32 or 64 gig flavor. Up to you. I recommend 64, but 32 is okay, depending on what you use it for. You've got your Bluetooth, you got your Wi-Fi, no NFC, by the way. Stereo speakers to the back, we'll get into that later. A decent sized battery, and it weighs, I guess, a little under a pound. 0.77 pounds, is that such a thing? I'm reading Lenovo's website. We got to do better here, Lenovo. You get your micro USB for the charging port. You get a micro SD slot and an audio jack. Not bad. There's a micro SIM version, but it's not available for the US or in Canada. I would have probably enjoyed that a lot, but that's what you get. Software-wise, coming from Lenovo, you get their, I think it's called VeriFace Pro. So it can actually sign in with your face, sort of like the Nexus devices on Android. It's a proprietary thing they built in, so you use your face to unlock the tablet. It's got McAfee on there, which I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, what the hell? It's about time that we stop shipping these things with bloatware. Lenovo, they got their own companion app on there that'll keep it updated, so on and so forth. Skype, of course, that was part of the, I don't know why they listed it as a feature when it's part of the OS, but whatever. And a few other things here and there. They almost did a good job at providing some added software out the box, but ultimately I'm just gonna say it's bloatware. Cut it out. Let's talk about the design. What really set this apart for me from the Dell Venue Pro 8 is the design of it. It's not an iPad Air build quality, meaning there isn't metal everywhere and it's not super thin, but this thing is impressively thin, and it's got this silver, it's not it's not really metal, but it's got a real nice brushed aluminum finish that I enjoy, and it's definitely a better tablet to look at, and I think it's something you won't mind pulling out. It's not bland, generic looking. They have the Lenovo thing on the back. That's a nice touch, and I really did enjoy the design. On the right side of the tablet, you've got your USB charging port, you've got the SD card slot, your volume up, volume down, and your power button. And to the top, you've got your headphone jack. On the bottom and on the left side, nothing else. So they really did a good job of making it usable in terms of everything is where it should be and nothing's out of place. That's it. It's minimalistic. You can't go wrong there. Where this thing really shines, and I will continue to say so, is Windows 8.1. This, like I mentioned, this is a full-blown installation of Windows 8.1. It's not an RT device. So you can do things like install Magic Jack, install Photoshop, install whatever You can install Halo, for crying out loud, and play it if you've got the right USB adapter, so on and so forth. So it's a really good showcase for Windows 8.1, because up front you get that Metro UI, and you get your live tiles. And if you need a little bit more power, if you need a legacy application, whatever it is that you use, and people do use their own thing, you can also install that and hit the desktop and get to work. I really did enjoy using this tablet, and what I like about the Dell Venue Pro, what I loved actually, was that the hardware was decent enough to allow Windows 8.1 to shine. What I love about this Miix 2 is that the hardware is decent enough, but the design is very pleasing to look at on top of Windows 8.1. So this now becomes, my favorite 8-inch tablet for when we're talking, I guess in general. Well, iPads aren't my thing, and I don't really subscribe to the Android world. So yeah, I really love this device. In terms of what I didn't like, the screen resolution wasn't the greatest. And if you're used to a phone with a higher resolution and you got a nice monitor at home, you can really notice where this guy isn't the best. It's not a jarring effect, but you can notice it sometimes, especially when reading text or whatnot. So if you wanna get into like some Kindle reading or whatnot, this may not be the best choice for you. Interestingly enough, Lenovo does offer a version of this. They call it the ThinkPad 8. So it's a little slightly better spec, but the screen is really 1080p, which is a good thing for those of you looking. And it's a little more pricey, comes in at $4. The Lenovo logo in the back. Although it does look nice, it can be a problem to really hold when you're using it. Like, you can feel it. It's raised, and the letters are quite sharp. So, be careful. It's not going to cut you or anything, but to some people, if you don't plan on putting a case on it and whatnot, it may be something in your way, depending on how you hold the tablet. So it does have the 2 cameras, and they're good enough to get by. Don't think you're going to walk around and hold this thing up and take pictures like iPads. It's not that great. The speaker to the rear, the speaker grill. The speaker grill on the back, I think, was probably the #1 thing I did not like about the tablet. The speaker sounds very underwhelming. It's not loud at all. Very tinny, very terrible sound, really, but good enough sound. And the placement was terrible. If you rest this thing down on the table, you can't hear a goddamn thing. I was like, what? Why would you put the speakers on the back? Like, put it on the side of the device like every other tablet out there, but whatever. And also, not as much as a big deal, but they did ship this thing with some stickers in the back. Come on with that. I get that you got partners and blah, blah, blah. Come on with that. So you might want to pull those stickers off immediately when you get home with this guy and enjoy the design as it was meant to be enjoyed, not with stickers all over your product. But overall, this tablet for me was very, very well received. I liked it a lot. It was just as rock solid as any other 8.1 device. I had no issues. The battery was good. Performance was good. I think this may start another craze like the Venue Pro 8 did for the price, because I was able to pick this one up at Best Buy for $200. I can't recommend a better tablet at that price point. Like, that's pretty dope, man. And it was the 32 gig version. So yeah, if you're in the market for a tablet, this might be something you want to look into. I really enjoy these Windows 8.1 8-inch tablets. I think they're a great step into our future in terms of productivity and innovation. So yeah, it's your boy Ramon. Don't forget, check out the website. We go live every Saturday with new content. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post videos pretty much on a daily basis. And yeah, hope you like the review. I'm out of here. Peace. What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon. Quick reminder, check out the website, man. Oh, we've got so much content over there for you. Fashion, technology, cars, everything auto, entertainment, tons of new music. Every week we drop new content. And of course you've got the editorials, whatever's trending. Hey, lifestylesdefined.com. Make sure you check that out. And while you're at it, don't forget about Ignorant Gamers, everything gaming. That's how big gaming was to us. We just had to separate it. So you got your PlayStation, you got your Xbox, your PC, and even something in there for you Nintendo people. Tons of reviews, tons of gameplay, articles, blogs. Check us out, ignorantgamers.com, lifestylesdefined.com. I'm out of here. Peace.